Hey beauties, this is Ariel, the CEO of MB Beauty, and today I'm going to be doing a watch me works kind of tutorial on the highlights that you see in this clip right here. So a client sent me a wig from Celie Hair, and this is the packaging, and I'm going to show you guys what all came in it. So it came with these pretty lashes, they're really cute, wig caps, information card, and this is the wig. When I first touched the wig, I knew it was just so beautiful and silky. I sent her a clip of it and was like, this hair is great, girl. Like, look at that. Look at that hair. Like, yes, it looks so good. I couldn't stop playing with it. The wig was constructed with 4 combs and 2 adjustable straps on the side. And the hairline was slightly pre-plucked, but I did have to go in and pluck it some more and also bleach the knots. I'm going in with the BW2 bleach and the 30 volume Clairol developer. Here's my brush and bowl, some clips, and I have the hair section into 4 sections with the last section out, ready to work. Here's my consistency for the bleach mixture, my raggedy comb with the metal end, and I pre-cut some pieces of aluminum foil. So here you see me first taking a section of the hair, a thin section, and then you're going to see me weaving the parts that I want out to actually apply the bleach to for the highlights. Now I'm going to take my piece of aluminum foil and I kind of fold the foil over the comb, and this is just my little personal method to get it closer to the scalp if this was a real client. And now I'm going to brush the bleach down the aluminum foil, pressing against the head if this was a real client, and then brushing down all the way down the strand, making sure to saturate the entire section. Now this is when we're going to get more into the tutorial / watch me work. I'm not really good at giving instructions. I'm more of a visual learner and a kinesthetic learner, so I'm really just going to be showing you all what I do throughout the process. So one of the tips I wanted to leave with you all is that when you go to bleach hair, especially real natural hair on somebody's actual head, you never need 40 volume developer. Never need 40 volume developer. 40 volume developer is usually only necessary when you're doing permanent hair color. The reason I say this is because you can reach platinum blonde with 30 volume. You can reach platinum blonde even with 20 volume if you use the right process. The volumes of hair developer are measured by strength. So as you go up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, they get stronger and stronger. And basically they're just measured by how fast they work to process. So when you go in with the 40 volume developer and bleach, it's really just breaking up those bonds at a faster rate, and the faster that they're going, the more damaging that it will be, which is how you end up frying the hair basically. And how with curly hair you may lose the curl pattern basically when you're basically moving the process too fast. So when it comes to bleaching hair with lower volume developers, all you have to do to reach these pale blondes is use smaller sections, saturate the product more, and take more time to let it process. So usually when I'm highlighting a real life client, I can make this process go much faster because I'm not fighting against trying to keep the mannequin head still and trying to hold the weight up and all that extra stuff. So I'm being very careful not to knock the head over, which is why it's taking so long. I could have done this in half the time if this was a real client, but when you're doing highlighting any color process, you want to move as fast as possible because as soon as you start that first color, it's already processing. And by the time you get to the end of the head, the first part that you did could be done. So that's why you really want to move as fast as possible with these colors, with the bleach and with color. So now you can just see me speeding up the process so you guys can continue to watch. As you can see, I did very small highlights. In this process, I'm going to go back a second time and highlight again for more dimension and for some chunkier highlights that my client wanted. And I don't have a clip of me getting that second process just because I really wanted to just get it done because this takes so long to do and everything is really repetitive. And I also I'm only going to show you all me doing this one section because, like I said, it's very repetitive. So I'm going to insert a photo of what this looked like after I did the first set of highlights. I'm going to go back and do highlights the second time, chunkier. And I shampooed with the Shimmer Lights purple shampoo. So here you can just see me blow drying the hair. This is my Babyliss blow dryer. And then I'm going to go in and flat iron. This is the olive oil, I believe it's ORS serum. I've been using this product for years. I use it for all my flat iron styles as a heat protectant. Another thing I wanted to add is I usually let my wigs air dry overnight just because I don't like to add that extra heat damage, and it takes so long to blow dry wigs. I don't understand why, but for some reason that hair just doesn't want to get dry. So here you can see me flat ironing with my Babyliss flat iron, or Babyliss actually is pronounced, my Babyliss flat iron. And you can just watch, this is a very sped up clip, you can just watch as I go about that as well. So of course I cut to when I got to the top because y'all don't have to watch all of that. This is not a flat ironing tutorial, but just look at this hair, y'all. It took so well to the bleach, and look at the quality. Just look at the quality. You see me fighting against the mannequin here, but just look, it's still silky soft. It doesn't look dry, but I am gonna go in, and after I do all my color services, I always recommend a trim just to get rid of those dead ends, because any type of color or bleaching is going to cause damage to the hair even if it's not visible. So I always want to go in and trim the ends just slightly, just less, about a centimeter or less off of the ends, because like I said, I always want to do this after my color services, just to clean it up, make it look nice and neat. Didn't really take off much length at all. So I went on ahead and bleached the knots, and I plucked the hairline, and you can see me using my hot comb just to now I'm getting into just styling the hairline, getting it ready to go for my client, making sure that it looks extra flat, extra neat, because I will be dropping this wig off to her. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't just use a comb for this. I may end up going back with a comb, did I? Yes, here's my comb. So, here I'm just making the part. I believe I'm going to pluck it. Yes. So I'm just going to pluck a little bit, just a tad. You don't want to make the part too wide, but you do want to make the part visible. So now you can see it made a little difference in this clip versus the last clip. Just plucking slightly in the part to make it more defined. And now I'm going to go in and flatten the sides. This was before I had bought my bedhead pomade that I use now on my clients to keep things smooth and flat and keep the flyaways away. So in the next clip, you're going to see me use my Got To Be spray to try to get the flyaways down. You know, I'm just using my resources. It didn't do too much, but it did a little something. So you're just going to see me do that next. And I'm going back with my hot comb. This hot comb was only $15 from the beauty supply store. Go ahead and get one, y'all. And now here's my favorite part, the baby hairs. This is when you get to go ahead and put your own little personal flavor, because every single person does baby hairs differently. I like to keep mine thin and natural looking for the most part, you know. So I'm just taking out a slight little section. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to baby hairs. If it's one hair that's out of the way, I'm going to move it. So I'm just going to take my shears here, cut them, going kind of back and forth so it's not a blunt straight line. I'm going to do that to the next piece as well. Now I'm taking my Style Factor Edge Booster, yes, and here we go, the green jar, forget what scent it is, and we're just gonna use that to get these down. Now why didn't I use mousse? I'm not quite sure why I didn't use mousse, probably because this hair is straight and I didn't want to mess up the, you know, all the work that I just put in with the hot comb and all that. So you can see me just swooping the baby hairs over. And boom. It's that easy, y'all. It is that easy. And the trick behind the baby hairs to make the baby hairs look great is the plucking job that you did before that. So if you don't pluck right, the baby hairs are already off to a bad start, y'all. So here you're gonna see me doing the baby hairs again on the other side. First, I like to just smooth them down flat, smooth that back, and then smooth those down flat, and then I come around and swoop it. My phone had cut off, so. And that, I believe, is the final look for the baby hairs. So this is the final look, y'all. Just going in with the final touches to get it extra flat. Taking big sections, you know. Going super slow. And that's it. You can see that this hair still moves, still shakes, still swings. Looks nice and bouncy and luscious and shiny. It's doing it all. It's doing it all, y'all. It took so great to the color. If you guys would like to book one of my wig services, you could just hit me on my business page, Envy by Ariel, on Instagram. And thank you all for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please give me a big thumbs up and a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.